Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm Silent Court here with your latest Destiny tips, tricks and information. If you're enjoying the content and looking forward to Destiny, please take 1 second to click that like button and also subscribe for more daily content. Today I have 100 new confirmed facts about the Destiny game. As you guys are probably aware, on Monday the 28th of April, the Destiny information embargo lifted and every press journalist who was invited to play the pre-alpha build of the game were able to talk about it publicly. So this past week I've been swamped in Destiny articles, videos, interviews, picking out as much information as I can. So this video will run through 100 facts, and it'll start off kinda basic for people who are newer to Destiny, and then as it progresses it'll move on to more advanced information towards the end, so be sure to watch the whole video. I would also like to say a big thanks to the following names on screen for their help with some of the facts. And just a quick disclaimer, Bungie have announced that all information is subject to change for the final release. Except for the name Destiny, of course. It's definitely going to be called Destiny. So let's get right into the video. To start us off with fact number 1 is Bungie's Chief Operating Officer, who said he wants people to put Destiny's universe on the same shelf that they put Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter or Star Wars. I also wanted to show you this awesome quote which really puts in perspective of how long this game will run for, how big a project this is. They'll have a team for 10 years, operating 24 hours a day. There will be a beta this summer which will be announced at E3, and any progress you make will not carry over into the main game when it launches. You will always require an internet connection to play Destiny. Here is an image of the confirmed PlayStation 4 controller. I would assume Xbox would just be exactly the same, and a few important factors. You can summon your ghost with the PlayStation trackpad. Clicking both R1 and L1 or LB and RB on the Xbox will activate your special ability. You can also hold triangle or Y on Xbox to switch to a heavy weapon. And Bungie has confirmed that this is just one controller layout. If you're not happy with anything, you can just change it. If you start playing Destiny on an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, you can transfer your character to a next-gen console, respectively, without losing your progress. Within Destiny, you'll only be playing with people on the same console as you. For example, PlayStation 3 can't play with PlayStation 4, and that's due to the console limitations. Bungie have confirmed that there will not be a PC launching on day 1. They want to focus on the 4 console platforms and get that just right. They did mention that doesn't mean it won't happen in the future, just not right now. Bungie are developing a smartphone and tablet app so that when you're on the move it will allow you to access the map, investigate available quests, and even set up cooperative missions. Destiny.net will also have a community hub for Destiny players, including stat boards to compare your skills. The in-game currency inside of Destiny is called Glimmer. This can be used for everything, buying abilities, upgrades, purchasing things from merchants, absolutely everything. I'll talk more about how to get Glimmer further on in this video. The map will also display current available planets and locations. Obviously you won't be able to go everywhere at the start. The more tasks you complete, the more of the world of Destiny that will be available to you. The main social hub in Destiny is a location on Earth called the Tower. This is a non-combat area where you can meet other players, show off your gear, or just enjoy the awesome view. The interesting part about this area is that the game actually switches to third person, whereas everywhere else you play in first person. I assume this is just to let you see your full body and compare it with other players and just really customize your character to your liking. There has been confirmed a public marketplace in this location where you can actually buy new armor and weapons from merchants. Eric Osborne also confirmed on PlayStation Access that you might even be able to expand your inventory here. There will be 3 playable characters available in launch: the Hunter, your classic Ranger, the Warlock, the classic Mage, and the Titan, your classic Warrior. On launch you will be limited to 3 character slots, so this means that you can play all 3 playable characters on launch to just see which one you prefer, or go with 3 of the same class to find your preferred speciality of that one class. Do let me know in the comments guys what character you will be choosing. Do you think you'll go for the Hunter, the Titan, or the Warlock? It'll be really interesting to see how many of you choose each one in the comments. You will use the same character in single player as you do in multiplayer, even with your specialised custom gear and weapons. I'm sure this will create a really unique player versus player fighting, and it's unlikely anyone will be wearing the same thing as you will be. If you have multiple characters, there will be some sort of vault that you can use to trade items between your characters. Bungie have confirmed that trading with other players will be disabled on launch. They've said that they're excited to open up player-to-player trading in the future, and I'm really pleased about this because I think that it could have been easily abused at launch to give some players a big advantage if they were to farm on multiple accounts. So I think it's great that they're going to give it some time to settle. Each of the three classes have a unique jump ability, which we've seen from the PlayStation controller is X or A on the Xbox to use. The Hunter jump ability is a handy double jump, the Titan jump ability is a jetpack, and the Warlock jump ability is some sort of glide maneuver. All three of these jump abilities are upgradable. This allows you to add extra maneuverability or height to your jumps. Each of the three classes also have a unique melee option. The Hunter has a deadly throwing knife, the Titan has a running shoulder charge, and Warlocks use a siphon draining energy. Additionally, each class has a set of abilities and 2 focuses that they can choose from, including 1 super. These super abilities actually have a meter to use them, and this is filled by killing enemies and helping your team. I believe this super ability meter is also fueled by something called Orbs of Light. Each class will have extra abilities, ones that can increase your special attacks or key weapons, and the game progression system will also allow you to take less damage in melee range, sprint better, or make your melee attacks feed into your grenades, and your grenades feed into your supers. When you're choosing your focuses, you can actually pick and choose your class builds, and you can lock in a build which will generally boost your character with a global stat improvement, so it will be worth it to find a build that suits you, and then lock it in for that bonus. However, it's just a note, once you lock in, you won't be able to change it. It's also been confirmed that you can't change your focuses in mid-mission, you'll have to do it in a safe area. So let's take a look at the class-specific focuses that have been confirmed so far. For the Hunter, there's a Whirlwind, a Blade Destruction. Edgewalker, this one sounds awesome. Your character pulls out to a third-person perspective where you wield a deadly arc blade which you can use to slice your enemies into little bits. And then of course there's the Gunslinger. The super here has a high damage single shot with a golden gun with only 3 bullets, so make sure to make all of those count. And then there's the Titan. You get an Earthquake, a Ground Punch, the War of Dawn that provides a shield as emergency cover for your whole squad. There's the Fist of Havoc, a powerful melee attack sending nearby enemies flying. A Void option, this creates a protective bubble shield for any member of the fire team to hide in. The Defender Codex has strong protective benefits and outright damage. And the Striker Codex, with this you can manipulate volatile arc energy to bring down enemies. I believe this is the one that looks like kind of like electricity. And of course the Warlock, who has the Nova Bomb that we've seen many times, this kind of area of effect magic blast scattering groups of enemies. Radiance, this buffs your entire fire team for a limited period. You can go invisible while your ability recharges and do more damage. The Order of the Void is an offensive build to manipulate energy and matter to devastate foes, and the Order of the Sun is a subtle focus, buffing and protecting allies. Game Informer also reported that each of these focuses has 8 levels of upgrades, which slowly upgrade as you level up. These upgrades definitely look really useful. They can alter your super ability, your grenade effects and movement mode, and they can just really make the same class guardians look and feel very different. All weapons are going to be available to all classes. That means that to use the sniper rifle you don't have to be the Hunter, any of the 3 classes can use all of the weapons. Weapons are also split into 3 different categories. There's primary weapons, this is single shot scout rifles, pulse rifles with 3 round bursts, and of course the fully automatic rifles. And then there's special weaponry, sniper rifles and shotguns, and of course heavy weaponry which includes machine guns and rocket launchers. Certain weapons can also be infused with special energies such as thermal damage, arc damage and void damage. The more you use a specific weapon, the more possibilities you unlock. To upgrade weapons that you get later on in the game, they're going to be a lot harder to upgrade. You're going to need more than just Glimmer. It'll require items or materials that you find around the world. It's also been confirmed that you can equip 3 weapons at once. Unlike weapons, armor can be class specific. You'll notice the Titan has really heavily armored clothing, the Hunter has kind of leathery armor, and then the Warlock has more of a cloth-like armor. There's 5 different types of armor that you can be able to get: the head, the arms, legs, chest, and a class decorative item. All 5 of these types of armor can be upgraded to be more efficient and also customizable. Armor can then have a secondary bonus. For example, it can make your movement speed a lot faster, or it can increase your precision damage. Armor will also be color coded to let you easily distinguish the rarity of items. So green is going to be really common items, blue indicates higher end items, and then gold indicate rare exotic items. And check out this image of a Hunter exotic chess piece. Doesn't that look awesome? Outside of the campaign, there will be specific events, and from doing these events you will be rewarded exclusive armor and weapons for taking part, and it's likely that these won't be obtainable through any other means than participating in these specific events. I don't believe that public events will have any technical limit to how many people can be there, but Bungie would like to keep these events run in a way that every Guardian there feels like they're important to the fight, feels like they're essential and doing some damage. These public events will also cycle on the same location, so once you've done one public event, you can wait in that same area for another one to come eventually. And then there's Strikes. This is a cooperative game mode designed for 3-person fire teams that you can use matchmaking to get, and you will not be bound to each other once you're in the mission. It's been said that a strike can last about 15 to 20 minutes. And then there's patrol missions. These are different from strikes. These are open-ended exploration opportunities. You'll touch down in a specific area, and then you'll get to hunt the area for treasure, Easter eggs, or tackle mini-tasks for various factions. And of course there are raids. This is a 6-person activity, which will always be in parties comprised of your friends. And the fact it says that, I'm not sure if there will be a matchmaking option for this raid. I expect raids to be quite a long endeavour. NeoGAF stated that they spent over 45 minutes just cracking the entrance of one. The Guardian mentioned that you reach a level cap relatively quickly in Destiny, and from there the game is more focused about equipping the gear that lets you go deeper into the game. Bungie's community manager Dage was quick to respond to my Reddit post on this, and confirmed that the progression system that has been shared to date is not final, and it won't be a grind or chore to level up in Destiny. If a teammate dies during a mission, you can revive them. If all 3 of your fireteam members go down, you will be sent back to a checkpoint to regroup. However, this will depend on what type of game mode you're currently in. For example, dying has no serious effect in strikes, and you can just respawn in around 30 seconds. When you kill enemies, when you walk over them, you will usually pick up ammunition for your guns. If you kill an enemy with a special weapon, it will actually flood the area with orbs that can be used to charge your own special meter, and your teammates can also pick this up. Each area will have randomly placed treasure chests for you to loot, and these can contain Glimmer or a natural resource called engrams. An engram is an unidentified magic item which has to be taken to the tower to be kind of decoded and converted into something usable. Now the best part about these chests, and all loot streams in fact, is that the loot is stored locally. This means that you won't ever have to fight with another player for your loot, or anyone else for the resources coming from these chests. It's all local to you. There's a ghost that will be constantly with you as a companion or guide in Destiny, and this ghost can spawn your vehicle, it can point you to the right direction, for example, it can let you know of any nearby events. Some other miscellaneous facts: there will be weather such as snow, and also real-time sunsets. Game and GameStop have currently announced their pre-order bonus of an upgraded Sparrow. Although this is an exclusive item, the upgrades it offers can be unlocked through normal gameplay. PvP will not be instantly available when you start playing Destiny, so you can't just put your Destiny disc in your console and go straight into PvP. You'll have to unlock the PvP game mode. I assume this is to kind of encourage people to use more than the basic starting weapons and armor. A Eurogamer article also confirms that PvP is a one-time unlock. For example, when you unlock PvP on one character, any future characters you make will have PvP unlocked instantly. And that brings me on to the 100th and last fact of this video, and that is that E3 is going to be amazing. Bungie plan to reveal a ton of new information, including about the beta, a PvP level cap, and of course information on the competitive multiplayer. And best of all, competitive multiplayer has actually been confirmed as playable at E3, so any of you lucky people going to E3, do let me know how it is. So that brings me to the end of the video. We've gone through 100 new Destiny facts. I hope you've learned something new, picked up a few new things. If you haven't already, please leave a like. It's only one click and it helps out the video a ton that I've spent a lot of time on. And also subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up to date with more Destiny information and news. Thank you so much for watching guys, and have yourselves a great day.